Everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040, and welcome to another edition of the Legends of Tomorrow Season 6 review series. And today I am going to be talking about Episode 2, Meet the Legends, which I have just finished watching earlier. And this episode I didn't think was that good. I felt it was quite weak compared to the season premiere, which I thought was a lot better and a lot more enjoyable. This episode was very silly at times, and I just didn't think it had a lot going for it. I just felt like it was kind of like another pointless filler, seeing all of the legends working at a burger joint while they're trying to look for Sarah. But it did have some good moments, and for the most part it was an okay episode, but as I said, I don't think it was as good as the first one. So this episode pretty much picks up where we left off from the end of the season premiere, where the legends learn that Sarah has been abducted by aliens, and Sarah also learns that Gary is really an alien and he's engaged to one as well. So that was kind of a cool twist, and this episode pretty much picks up where we left off. So with that all said, let's get right into it. Let's talk about episode 2, Meet the Legends. So this episode picks up where we left off from the end of the season 6 premiere, and the legends realise that most of the aliens have all been dropped into the timeline. While one hits the Wave Rider's windshield, they quickly get a lead on where one of the aliens ended up, and we learn that the alien has ended up in San Bernardino, California, 1955, where all of the city's residents were murdered practically overnight. Ava wants Spooner to help talk to the aliens, but she's very reluctant to help after finding out that through Gideon that there's nothing in her head to be removed. The legends head to Big Bang Burger in 1955, where the team splits up to mingle and see if they can track down the alien. Zari, Mick, Birard and Nate sit down to eat. Zari uses one of her branded supplements and she suggests to Birard that they should start sharing the totem. Birard disagrees. Mick tries to listen in on the cops, and Ava and Constantine talk to the police, who are sent off on a call, and Spooner soon starts reacting, noting that the alien is very hungry. Spooner confronts the waitress, but Mick says he's found the alien by intercepting the police codes. The alien likes meat. Zari, Birard and Nate get jobs at Big Bang Burger. Meanwhile, in outer space, Gary and Sarah crash land on the alien world. Gary explains that he and Kayla were hired by a power-hungry space lord and that they've crashed on his world. Sarah soon observes a dog outside on the planet and decides it means the air is breathable, so she's going to follow the dog. Gary doesn't have any specific skills that helps him find the dog. He soon opens up to Sarah about his life a bit more. They come across the dog, who has a massive bone, and they continue following him. The dog leads them to a hut on the planet, where they're met by a woman with a spear, Amelia Earhart. Ava, Spooner, Constantine and Mick go to the butcher shop and find the Big Bang alien mascot wildly eating meat, but he's not the alien. Gideon confirms this, but Spooner is still getting alien vibes, so Constantine performs magic, prompting the guy to projectile vomit. Ugh. Turns out the source at Big Bang is the alien. It's a parasite, causing everyone to get animalistically hungry and out of control and crazy. At Big Bang, Zari, Birad and Nate continue to clash about the totem, but business begins to pick up. Ava contacts the team to tell them to stop serving burgers because anyone who has eaten them is infected. They start to clear things up when the owner, Bert, tries to stop them, but they're soon confronted by a frenzied waitress who goes out of control. The source turns out to be the burger joint's owner's wife Rhonda's secret recipe. Ava, Mick, Spooner and Constantine go to the wife's house, and Ava continues to insist that Spooner talk to the alien, but Spooner keeps trying to tell that it's not how it works. At the house, Ava discovers the alien goo is dripping from an air conditioning vent into the secret source. Spooner and Constantine observe the alien capsule in the garage, and Ava explores the attic. Spooner reads the capsule and it clues them to the goo not actually being the alien, and in the attic, Ava confronts the alien's pod, but she's soon knocked out by Rhonda, who is protective of the alien. Turns out the business was falling, and when the sauce dripped onto dinner accidentally and was a hit, she opted to use it to save the business and her marriage. Spooner and Constantine end up saving Ava, knocking Rhonda out. When she comes to, the alien emerges from her pod and eats Rhonda before escaping. Yuck. Meanwhile, at Big Bangs, the patrons have gone berserk for meat. Zari has the idea to use her dragon ash supplement on the crazy patrons, so she and Berard cook it up into the burgers. Berard gives her the totem to use. They work together to serve the dragon ash laced burgers, and soon enough people pass out. However, the alien is headed towards Big Bang Burger and wants to eat more people. It arrives and consumes Bert. Spooner takes down the alien. Amelia doesn't know how she ended up there or where they are exactly. When Sarah asks to help repair the ship, Amelia becomes insistent that they eat with her before doing so. It soon becomes apparent that Amelia is not who she says she is, but likely some sort of alien. She attacks Sarah, injuring her, and Sarah and Gary escape. Meanwhile, on the Wave Rider, Spooner and Ava bond a bit. Spooner reveals that her mum was also taken by aliens but has never returned. Killing the alien on the mission didn't make her feel better, and Ava invites her to join the Legends full time. Spooner plans to keep on killing aliens until they find Sarah and she gets the closure. The timeline is then restored with the waitress taking over Bert's business and rebranding it as Big Belly Burger. So we've learned a little trivia about how Big Belly Burger came from originally. Birad and Sarah and Zari talk about the totem. Inside the totem, Zari 1.0, frustrated with their conversation, snaps her fingers and splits the totem into two and giving one each to the siblings. We then see Gary and Sarah have already escaped, but soon lights appear and they're being tracked. And that's how episode 2 ends, and that wraps up my review. As I said, this episode, bit silly in some parts. The scenes with Sarah and Gary were probably the best ones, but for the most part, this episode didn't have a lot going for it. And as I said, it was quite weak and not as strong as the season 6 premiere. But I'm hoping for episode 3, things will likely get better, but we'll just have to wait and see. So that's going to be it from me. I'm going to wrap this up now. What did you think of episode 2? Did you enjoy it? And what was your thoughts on Spooner joining the Legends full time? Do you think with her help she'll be able to help them find Sarah? And also, what about Sarah and Gary? Do you think they'll escape? And who do you think is tracking them? And also, what was your thoughts on Birad and Zari's totem getting split into two separate items? Do you think they could become the new Wonder Twins of the Legends of Tomorrow team? Or do you think they might have two separate personas? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below. And I will see all of you next time for another edition of the Legends of Tomorrow Season 6 review series, where I'll be talking about episode 3, which I'm hoping will be a lot better than this one. And hopefully we'll learn who's tracking Sarah and Gary. So until next time, take care everybody and stay safe. And once again, thanks for listening.